And that would be that gut-wrenching sound a boosted board makes when it's time to change its belts. Today we have the version 1. This is the version 1, not 2. I assume if you own a version 2, it's gonna be quite similar. Let's go ahead and just see how quickly we can do this. I've already done it before, so I know it's pretty fast, it's pretty simple, but sometimes having a little tutorial on how to do it helps. So thank you guys for joining, thanks for watching, and I hope you can learn something here. I hope if you run into a situation, it can help you out too. So yeah, let's get started. I just switched this one, so this is the good one. You can see right here that this belt is actually really messed up, so it's very chewed up. Let's go ahead and replace this one, and yeah, like I said, pretty quick and easy. So we're only gonna need 3 things here. We're gonna need an Allen wrench, I believe it's 9/64, either a skate tool or a 1/2 inch socket, and then of course your belt. So I already mentioned earlier that I've changed this belt out. First thing you're gonna wanna do is use your socket to remove the bolt on this wheel. Push and gently twist off this whole wheel altogether. There we go. One thing to note for is to be really careful with the speed rings. They are easy to lose, so just be careful when you pull off this wheel that they don't fly off. There should be 2. I have one on here still, the other one's right here. So, all right, so we have the exposed belts. Next thing I'm gonna do is take this wrench and remove these 3 back screws. This is gonna help you get rid of the motor cap that connects the other side of the belts. So once that's done, you will be able to actually pull this belt off completely. Now it's important to service your board often because it will last you forever. I've had it for about 2.5 years now, actually closer to 3 years, and I've not seen any degrading of performance or quality. I had a battery issue a while back, but sent it and boosted, and they replaced it like for no cost and sent it right back to me. So it was really good service there. And yeah, so just keep it clean, keep it taken care of. Now I'm giving you that advice, but I'm not the best myself. In fact, I could probably use new wheels at this point, especially. But nonetheless, belts, I mean, if you don't service your belts, this thing really will not work for you. So here's the motor cap off. Now take a note that we have a cable that's attached, so just keep that in mind when you're doing this work here. Now I'm gonna just pull this over and off, simple enough. Here's the bad belt, you can really see it. Here, let me get a close up. Then we're gonna take the new belt and go ahead and put it right on over. We're gonna sort of work backwards now. When you're actually putting this on, you're going to want to try to stretch it over a little bit so you get a little hook on the teeth. So let's see here. See how I'm kind of pushing it on? Just once you have it sort of on, start rolling the wheel. So when you're putting the wheel back on, after the belt's placed, you're going to want to kind of push the wheel inwards while hooking the teeth of the belt on this little rigid area of the wheel. So let's go ahead and just kind of roll it back, pushing inwards. And there we have it. The belt is now back on. A couple last things to do is just kind of put this cap on with the wrench, and then of course speed ring, then bolts back onto this wheel. Be very conscious of this belt that I mentioned earlier connected to the cap. You'll know when it's in place. Just kind of hold it in there. When you put these 3 screws back in, don't over tighten it, just barely tighten it enough for each one. So basically you want to screw in each one of these so it's kind of just a snug, not too tight screw. because we're going to, after they're all three in, we're going to revisit each one and make it just a little bit tighter. You don't want to strip these. If you strip them, you are going to be pretty much screwed because you're not going to be able to get them out. Okay, we have all three screws back in. As mentioned earlier, last thing is going to be the speed ring and then the nut to follow. Put that up to there. And there we have it. Nice and snug, not too tight. We are done. Wrench, 1/2-inch socket, old belt, and the new belt. That's pretty much it. Not too hard. So what's left to do here? Take it for a spin, of course. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It was time for me to change the belts on my board, so I figured why not make a video about it. Maybe it can help one of you guys out there who don't know what that winding sound is. But again, have no fear, it's just your belts. Go ahead and change them. They're cheap, they're inexpensive, and it's totally worth it. So until next time guys, like and subscribe. Thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next video.